Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel for another season of Alliance War. Season 45 has just kicked off, and our first war is against JA. So this is an alliance that we have never beaten since I joined as a sex. They've always just seemed to have our number. So hopefully today turns out different. We definitely have our work cut out for us. Same defense and attacker tactics as last season, so I'm not going to cover those again. Team today, Hulkling, Iron Man, and Rank 2 Stryfe, making his Alliance War debut. Very, very happy about that. We only have him for one fight, but that's better than 0 fights. So in the war plan, it actually said dealer's choice for this KORG fight on Path 3. So once I realized that Stryfe was going to be a good option here, I put him on the team for sure. So given that we only really have one fight with Stryfe, there's not really any need to like ramp him up. So, you know, I'm not going to worry about the special 3. I am building up his telepathic charges, I think, just to give myself, you know, a little bit of extra attack during the fight. But as far as like, you know, persisting them from fight to fight, I'm not worried about that at all. So you know, Stryfe, a good KORG counter. His mediums are energy damage, so he won't take Thorns damage at all. His specials, however, are physical. The first hit, I think, of each of them is physical. So you do have to make sure that the rock shield is down before you use a special on him. And then you can see I'm just basically playing, you know, normal Stryfe mode here, building up the charges with the special 1, letting him hit into my miss, my invisibility, and then from there, using a heavy attack before the invisibility expires, and that's going to get me a bunch of charges here. I'm not sure if we make it all the way up to 20 before the fight is over. This was a diversity placement, though. I know KORG has nothing going on with the nodes here. You don't even need a shock immune because he has no armor up available. And there we go. Didn't even get up to 20 charges there, and down he goes. Alright, we have a NIMROD here on node 12. This is an easy Hulkling fight. So I've taken this node with Hulkling against various champs before. The method is kind of the same, as long as there's an armor up in play. So Hulkling is not immune to special lock. You can see every time we're hitting into NIMROD, we're triggering that passive special lock on us from the node rather. So what I'm doing here is I'm building myself up to just over 2 bars of power, and then I'm waiting out that like power lock that NIMROD does, and then I'm going to hit into his block 4 times and then launch my special into the block, because if you break his block with a basic attack, you're going to trigger the special lock on yourself with the basic attack. If you do it with a special attack, you've already used the special, so the special lock doesn't matter at all. So NIMROD, you know, a bit more tanky than champions I've fought here in the past season or so. I think we fought like an Omega Sentinel here. I think there was like maybe a Venom here or somebody else with another armor up as well. So take a couple hits there from that special 1. So we will have to heal up, which is unfortunate. And then a second special 2 finishes him off. Alrighty, up in section 2, we have a Kitty Pryde on 24. This is an ascended Kitty Pryde. So we have what, like a, I guess you'd call that like a 2.5 rank disadvantage or whatever. So the node here, if she has too much prowess, her special attacks will be unblockable, and although Iron Man can block unblockable specials from mutants, with the rank disadvantage here, I wasn't really interested in kind of like testing the limits of his tankiness here. So to that effect, we are going to be spamming our special 1. Each hit in the special 1 is going to invalidate 3 prowess, so as long as we keep her below 9, our special attacks are going to take her back down to 0, and basically cause them to do, like, you know, essentially no damage. I think I do a really poor job in this fight, watching it back here, of blocking or parrying the hits in the special 1 to keep my armor ups paused. So, you know, this isn't the cleanest fight, of course, and I did take a combo a minute or 2 ago, but, you know, I'm not using Iron Man for the rest of the war, so just getting through the fight, you know, as quickly as possible is really the goal here. It doesn't need to look pretty. And then a couple hits into her block, down she goes. Alright, we have a Shuri here on node 33. I took this fight last season. This one is an unduped Shuri, so it should be easier. However, I make it a little bit more difficult on myself because I forgot to use my advanced power boost. So we have to build up to our second bar power manually rather than being halfway there at the start of the fight. And that kind of throws off the rhythm of the fight significantly, as you're going to see. So the goal here is to be at your special 2 when she has... And you want her to like dump her matrix charges here. So I'm trying to get up to my second bar power here, and now I realize that she has another bar power, and this special 1 is going to be unblockable, so we do have to take that to the face, and now our power is too high to be hitting into her block, so I have to like special intercept here with my special 2 in order to get, dump my power and get some damage in. So we do miss out on that second Fury, which is unfortunate. So now we just kind of have to reset ourselves. She's got a bunch of armor up passives here. We trigger the Untouchable, waiting for her armor ups to go away, and now we're at the point where I wanted to be. She has no matrix charges, no armor ups, so now we are resetting ourselves, hitting into her to trigger the Unblockable again, firing off another special 2 from the power back, and down she goes. So again, not really as clean as last war or last season, but it works fine. All right, last fight of the war is a ZEMO on 47. I do remember my advanced power boost for this one, so he's going to start the fight with that vigilance buff, and we do just kind of have to keep an eye on that. I wasn't really feeling comfortable about heavy countering his special 1, or baiting out a heavy and heavy countering that, so you can see here I'm just kind of waiting for the falter to trigger, and then I'm just kind of like dancing around waiting for it to end here. So I'm kind of in the corner here. Luckily he finally steps back and holds block, gives me an opening to fire off my special 2. It unfortunately does not take me to 2 bars of power, so I have to hit into him one more time to get the 2 bars, and now we've kind of reset the fight here. We're about to get faltered for a second time, so we have to wait that out, trying to bait out one more special 1, and then we need him to dash back and hold block again, and then there we go, another special 2 does a whole bunch of damage here with the double Furies, and I'm able to get a second special 2 off from the power back, and down he goes. So pretty clean, I would say. All right, we actually did come out as the winners in this one, so this is our first time again beating JA since I've been a member of SSX. I think this is my 7th season maybe here, so better late than never, I would say. 5 kills, 0 deaths, and we're starting off the season with a 1-0 record. Folks, welcome aboard, and thank you for joining me for another Alliance War season. Be sure to check out the rest of the videos that I will be posting every couple of days during the season, and if you like these, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next time.